Hey Nash, what should we cook today?
I'm a little tired, but why don't you see if you can make Spam taste good?
Ooh, Spam. That's a controversial topic. But you know what? I think we can make it work. Let's go make Spam taste good. So today, we're making Spam taste good. Look, Spam gets a bad rap, but you know what? Don't knock it till you tried it, and I'll even say don't knock it till you've tried it the right way. So, without further ado, here we go. So, this is what we're working with today. But first things first, we got to cook some sushi rice, because we're going to make the Spam two ways. I'm going to make Spam Musubi, and we're going to make a Spam Sushi Roll. And you got to understand, Spam has a rich history in the history of our country here in the good old US of A. Spam is very popular in a lot of Hawaiian cuisine. And Spam Musubi actually, apparently, it was originally used to feed to the soldiers back in World War II times. And it went on to become a very popular Hawaiian staple. So, you know what? Give it a try. If you tried it before and you think you don't like it, give it another try. How can it hurt? So, let's go. Using our rice cooker again. We got a cup and a half of sushi rice. I've already rinsed this till the water ran clear so we don't get that clumping. 2 cups of water. And again, if you don't have a rice cooker, you don't like rice cookers, you could always just do this in a pot on the stove. Bring it to a boil, put a lid on it, let it simmer for about 17 minutes, and your rice should be perfect. Stir this up so we don't have any clumps here. Put the lid on, and we cook. Best thing about rice cookers, one button. I mean, some of them have a bunch of functions and they sing to you like do 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 do. I don't know. I don't remember that. Twinkle twinkle little star. Whatever. Some of them sing cool songs. Mine doesn't sing. Mine costs just about nothing. So not sponsored, but hey, you can see the brand. If you want to look it up, go for it. While our rice is cooking, first thing we're gonna do is make our marinade / glaze for our Spam. I'm not measuring anything, but we'll say a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. About the same of hoisin. You could mince your garlic. You could crush your garlic. I'm using garlic paste like this. That's my cheat code right there. Boom. So I'm going with a little bit of that. Same thing with the ginger. Cheating, but feel free to use fresh ginger. And a little bit of Sriracha. Now, I heard Sriracha is really expensive these days, or there's a shortage or something rather. Hey, you know what? I'll put a link down below in the show notes to my homemade Sriracha video, and you can learn how to make your own Sriracha so you don't have to go and buy it or worry about if there's shortage or worry about if it's 40 bucks a bottle. So there you go. Check down below for that link. Now we mix. You can mix this with a blender or anything you'd like. Food processor, whatever. I'm just going to mix it by a fork. So here's our Spam. Now check this out. Before you throw the can away, I have a Spam Musubi mold that I got on Amazon. It was super cheap. However, if you don't want to do that, you can make your own, and this will make sense later. But basically, you just take this can. You see how it's shaped? Well, shaped just like the Spam. You just take a little X-Acto knife or something. You slice off the top, slice off the bottom. So you just have this piece right here. And then that'll work as your mold if you want to make Spam Musubi and you don't want to buy a mold. So now, we've got our Spam. This is how it comes in the can. We're going to turn it over. And since we're going to make 2 different things, the Musubi calls for about a 1/2 to 3/4 inch slices like this. So that's what we're looking for. And then for the sushi roll, we are going to do little sticks. So I'm going to do this. So we got those. What you're going to do is throw these into a bag. And then we are going to take about half of this marinade that we made, pour it in there. And we let that sit until we're ready for it. While our rice is still cooking and our Spam is, essentially marinating, let's cut up 2 more ingredients for that sushi roll: cucumber, avocado. So let's do the cucumber first. Put those off to the side. And for our avocado, roll the avocado around the knife, spin it, twist it, pull the avocado, be careful, take your knife, whack the pit, and you're good to go. Once your pit's removed, take a spoon, go in and just scoop this guy out. And then we can do the same thing for the other side. Now you just make slices. When your rice is done and still hot, transfer it to a large dish or bowl. And then we're going to hit it with a little bit of the sushi seasoning. This is the pre-mixed stuff, but I'll post the recipe below. I'll show you how to make it yourself. And then you want to fold this, not stir it, because you don't want to crush the rice. You don't want to turn it into mush. And then you want to cover this with a clean dish towel or paper towel and set it aside. All right, now since the Spam is obviously already cooked, we're just looking for a nice sear. So similar to our, if you haven't watched the date night Filet Mignon video, I'll put a link to that one as well. Once something's already cooked through, like we did with the sous vide in that one, or like this one, they did at the plant or whatever, factory, I don't fucking know. Anyways, all we're looking for is a sear, and the sear plus that marinade is what's gonna give the Spam the flavor that makes Spam good. We are going to go in first with our, I don't know what to call these, kind of like steaks. Then we go into these guys. And with a little bit of that reserved marinade that we had, you can go ahead and brush this on if you'd like. Once you got the sear you like, you can go ahead and pull those and put them aside. As our Spam's cooling, we're going to bring back the nori. Nori is just dried seaweed. This is what goes inside and outside sushi rolls, and it's what we're going to wrap our Spam Musubi with. If you've ever had Spam Musubi, you're very familiar. If you've ever had sushi, you're very familiar. This is a rectangle, not a square. I know it's deceiving, but it's a little bit longer this way than this way. So we want to cut this in half for the sushi. But if you guys remember from grade school hot dog hamburger, you want to do the hamburger cut. So you want to cut it in half in a way that the pieces are a little bit fatter and not longer and skinnier. So this will be like hot dog, like long and skinny. This is the way we want to cut it. So cut it in half for your sushi roll. For our musubi, we want to cut it into thirds. All right, so now that our rice is ready, our Spam is cooked. Here's what we want to do. So we're gonna do the musubi first. So the first thing we're gonna do is lay down a sheet of nori that's cut into thirds, so the thinner one. Put the smooth side down, so the rough side is up. And then we're gonna take, this is the little mold I got on Amazon. So we're gonna take that mold, put it, try to center it. Then we're gonna take some of our rice, put it in there. And we want about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Put that in there. So we got, a decent amount of rice. And then, like I said, you can either make your own mold with that Spam can. You can buy a mold on Amazon, or you could just do this by hand. It's up to you. Now we're gonna kind of push that down. And then we take one of our little pieces of Spam, put that on top, and then you lay one piece over. Get a little dish of water like this. Just kind of wet your finger. Just sort of wet this piece. That way it'll stick. And there's your piece of Spam Musubi. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. How could you not love that? Now for our Spam sushi, we have our bamboo mat with a little bit of plastic wrap over it. I hate plastic wrap because it's a pain in the ass, but if you know, you know. Now we take our half sheet of nori right here. And again, smooth side, rough side. Rough side up. Put that down. And then we spoon some of our rice on there and spread it out to an even layer, I don't know, half an inch about. Now you want to kind of spread it and kind of push it down, but we don't want to mash the rice, so be gentle. Once you have that even coating of rice, I'm going to kind of pick the whole thing up, flip it over. This is why I hate plastic wrap, y'all. Then we want to put that back down. There's two ways to do sushi rolls. You could either have the nori on the outside or the rice on the outside. I like the rice on the outside personally, so that's what we're doing right now. But if you wanted the nori on the outside, you just skip that last step with the flip it thing. So now we have this. So keep in mind, this is going to be a small roll, so we don't want to pack it too much. We're going to take some of our Spam. Then we go back and grab our cucumbers. Then we got our avocados. So now what we do, you take this bamboo mat, you kind of tuck everything in, you roll it over, and then you pull the plastic and the bamboo off, and keep rolling. Then you kind of push and tuck. And we have our beautiful little sushi roll, our little Spam Sushi Roll. Isn't that cute? And we plate. There you go. We got our musubi, and we got our sushi roll, our Spam Sushi Roll. So this is how we make Spam delicious. Time for a taste test. Here's what we got. So let's go for the musubi first. Cheers. So with the sear and the marinade or the seasoning, we've literally transformed the flavor of Spam, and it's delicious. Plus you got the sushi rice, the nori. If you've ever had Spam Musubi, you know. If you haven't, give it a shot. You know, don't knock it till you try it, or don't knock it till you try it the right way. All right, let's try one of these little sushi roll guys. Cheers. Again, we've transformed the flavor of Spam into something delicious. So, let's see what Nash thinks. Nash, come here. Sit. Good boy. All right, here, you want some musubi? There he runs away, just like he always does. But he likes it. Nash. Nash, come here. You want a little sushi roll? Can you sit? Good boy. There you go. Oh, that one's too good to even run away with? Oh, do you want another one? There you go. All right, so Nash approves. I approve. Hey, we can make Spam taste good. Check it out. You know what? Go ahead and try it. I recommend it. Trust me, it's cheap, it's easy, and it's delicious. And if you want to make food for a bunch of people, like I said, it's totally affordable. Thank you all for watching. If you could like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can see when new videos come out, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for those of you who already have. Also, if there's anything you guys want me to make and want me and Nash to taste, just put it in the comments and we'll do it. I promise. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you. Cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now. Peace.